All right, everybody, time for another video here for a subscriber. I'm just gonna start calling you Abu, man. His name's like, without looking at it, I think it's Abusara Desquinez or something. I'm just gonna start calling you Abu. I actually went to high school with a guy called Abu. Or I think pretty sure that's his name, just Abu. I think it might be actually short for anything, but he, Abu, so I'm calling you, man. Again, thanks for watching. I'm glad to help. Thanks for asking the question. I'm glad to help. If you have any kind of questions, comment down below. Make a video for you. He wanted to know basically what's the difference between a 24-hour fast and a 48-hour fast, and like what's the benefits of a 48-hour fast. So get right into it. Get y'all this knowledge. Now, first off, you know what autophagy is. And that's a cellular cleansing process which often requires 48 hours of fasting or more. A state of ketosis may require over 36 hours of fasting to enter. All right, I got all the links down below if you want to check them out. All right, while fasting, the body goes through cellular repair through a process called autophagy. Just touched on that, just giving y'all the definition first. It's a mechanism that makes you self-digest your inner tissue. At the same time, it recycles old accumulated waste material and detoxifies the entire organism. The process of autophagy speeds up even more significantly after the 36-hour mark. Your body's metabolism revs up by 3.6% to 14% after the first 48 hours. You would think that your body starts to cannibalize itself and burn muscle. This won't happen because of ketosis. Increased fasting HGH and fat utilization will prevent you from losing any lean tissue. If you feel like you flattened out, then rest assured it's just water weight. I read multiple accounts of people working out after a 48-hour fast, and they all said they were just as strong as they would have been if they would have just been eating regularly. And I actually saw someone say that they actually hit a new muscle up record, so making PRs after a 48-hour fast. All right, there was a study looking at liver cells and they found that the number of autophagosomes increased 300% after 24 hours of fasting and 30% more after 48 hours of fasting. Studies looking at autophagosomes in brain cells had similar findings. In addition to looking at the number of autophagosomes in a cell, the brain study looked at a handful of metabolic markers that are indicative of autophagy being stimulated. Almost all these markers were peaked between 24 and 36 hours, explaining why the increase in autophagosomes between 24 and 48 hours is substantially less than between hours 0 and 24. My takeaway from this is that while there is certainly value in fasting longer, there also seems to be an element of diminishing returns once a fast passes the 36-hour mark. However, if you fast for 3 or more days, white blood cells begin to die and your body creates new white blood cells, which resets your immune system with new fresh cells and an immune system that can improve on new things in your body. You know, more focus and energy, the things like you're normally gonna get from a fast, increased stress tolerance, like what people think about you if you're constantly thinking about that, or like thinking about getting the mail, or just normal things that would normally bother you, that goes down like crazy. Prolonged fasting gives you huge reduction of IFG1, which allows us to not age as quickly, so longevity benefits here. And you know, a lot of people get more focusing on from just a 24-hour fast or even a 16, but it basically intensifies. Same thing with the stress tolerance. USC did a study and found that fasting 24 hours and longer dramatically increases stem cell regeneration phases, meaning stem cells were created simply by fasting for longer periods of time. Stem cells are basically a cell that recreates life in a given area of the body, like someone who has a bad knee and they go to the doctor to get stem cell injection in their knee for the hopes that it starts to heal and bring new life back to their knee. So it's a lot easier and cheaper way than going to the doctor and getting an injection. On average, the body begins to burn ketones between 24 and 48 hours. Yale University did a study that fasting these longer periods dramatically decreases inflammatory markers in the body with BHB, which is beta hydroxybutyrate, which the beta hydroxybutyrate lowers something called NLRP3 inflammasome, and Yale University found that NLRP3 specifically decreases inflammatory markers. The mucosal layer of our stomach is broken down every time we eat. Prolonged fasting heals the gut by allowing the mucosal layer time to repair itself and not constantly be working on digesting our food. After a prolonged fast, you are left with a gut that is more efficient at extracting nutrients and digesting food. One study showed that after a 2-day fast, there was a 5 times increase in HGH levels, which is human growth hormone. And another study showing after a 2-day fast, there was a 2,000% increase in HGH levels. So the increase in HGH is more when doing a prolonged fast, just like with the inflammatory markers, though there is a diminishing return effect, just like with everything else in life. But just because the benefits slow down doesn't mean you still aren't getting increased HGH, focus, energy, anti-inflammation, and all the other benefits. All right, so to sum this video up for y'all, you're gonna see great benefits from just fasting 24 hours, but increasing it up to a 36 to 48 or even a 72-hour fast will not only continue the benefits that you're getting from a 24-hour fast, but will give you extra benefits that will only be induced at these longer time markers. So that's it for the video. I hope that helped you, Abu, and I hope this helps everybody else who comes across this video. I'm getting out of here, about to dive into this brown rice I just cooked up. Just wanted to get the knowledge straight out as quick as possible. Like I said, all links down below. Patreon's down there if you want to go show me some love on there. T-shirts are down there as well, my whole brand, all that good stuff. Outdoorsman, I got fitness stuff too, all that's down there if you want to show me some love. That's it for the video. Hope it helped. Like I said, comment down below any questions y'all got. Stay happy, stay healthy. Go make y'all some gains. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace out.